Warning, the following contains content intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. What's up, peeps, and welcome back to another 4-episode chat with me, your host, Zon19. Now, I know what you must be thinking. Why is there no voiceover like normal? Oh, that's right. It probably should seem normal right now, but as it turns out, I forgot to turn my microphone on for almost the entirety of this episode. So, other than the scenes that are voice acted, there's no narration. So I'm going through and adding it back in post recording. So this is gonna be awkward. The quality of this video is gonna be lower. I'm sorry. I should have just waited. And as it turns out, towards the end of this episode, my computer froze and corrupted some of the video too. So I lost a little bit of one quest, but it was simply just a run here, run there thing to advance the quest. So really, I just cut out like 2 minutes of nothing. No narrating, no nothing. It was just me running. So it should be fine. Again, I apologize if the quality of this video is terrible. I can't go back and redo it simply because it's main story quests and you can't redo them. Again, I apologize. And I will try to do my best with this. We are returned from Uldar, Commander. And not a moment too soon. Something has happened. Trouble? You will recall that the 4th was tasked with reconnaissance the rendezvous site used with the Ivy's minion and his Imperial contacts. Soon after you left, we received word that the unit was ambushed en route. Gods damn it! According to the report, one of ours has been taken captive. The Guardians are not wont to treat their foemen with dignity, so we have grave fears for her safety. We must dispatch a rescue party at once. Recall the... Begging your pardon, Commander, but we have not the time. I'm afraid I must ask for your aid once more, Scion. An ill-prepared rescue party will only serve to provide the Guardians with more captives, yet time is of the essence. Simply put, you are our best chance we have. Captain Ilbert has the right of it. I trust that you are willing, but of course you are. Now, the lane of the 4th lies in wait in the tangle near the entrance to Castrum Sentry. Seek her out, and she will appraise you of the situation.
You would aid us in the rescue mission? We are in your debt, Warrior of Light. Now, time is against us. Allow me to brief you on the situation. The Garleans fell upon us without warning, wounding our poor Kesh and hulling her away to the castrum yonder. Outnumbered as we were, we did not stand a chance. Even as we speak, the Garleans are interrogating Kesh, or worse. I fear that we will not have long before for her to survive their attentions. We must rescue her without delay. Our order may yet be in its infancy, but our bonds are as strong as mithril. None of us will stand by while our comrade suffers. We, the remnants of the Fourth, will infiltrate Castrum's sentry. Please help us find Resh before it is too late. Where am I? Resh! Thank the gods we found you. And thank you, Warrior of Light. Now to put this accursed place. Resh cannot move with those wounds. She'll need to be carried out, but I believe a diversion is in order. Might we trouble you to provide one? Given your reputation, I suspect the Garleans will be all too happy to give you their undivided attention. If you were to create a commotion within the castrum, we would be able to steal away unnoticed. Let us speak again once more in the safety outside the castrum.
Alright.
We have awaited your return most anxiously, my friend. You have done us a great service today. Thank you for your aid. Our comrade Rish is safe, and we have suffered no further casualties. Words cannot express my gratitude. All that is left is to report to the mission's success to the Commander Liviere. I shall go ahead of you and report myself.
Alright.
Ah, it does me well to see you thus returned, though I doubt not your prowess. Entering an enemy stronghold is generally considered to be a risky venture, and I must confess having been a trifle anxious. But here you are, safe and whole, having succeeded in your mission, as you are wont. As is your wont. Wow. Lest you venture, the woman you rescued is being cared for by the Domans. Thanks to their expert ministrations, the danger is past. You have my gratitude, Kreed.
Allow me to thank you also, Scion. Resh owes you her life.
We escaped with minimal casualties this time, but we can ill afford to be caught off guard again. The Empire is not an opponent to be trifled with.
As you say, Commander. I will see to it that my men keep their wits about them. And it may yet take time, but I will be used to identified and apprehended the spy.
I have every confidence that you will succeed, Captain. As for you, Kreed, I realize you have scarce caught your breath, but I'm afraid there is no rest for the weary. I require you to accompany me to Korthus. I have been granted an audience with an Ishgardian dignitary, you see, and the man expressly requested your presence. Oh, do not look so surprised. You should be familiar with the trappings of fame by now. We shall depart as soon as you are ready.
Ugh.
Coming to terms. An influential Ishgardian wishes to meet with the Warrior of Light, and Alphinaud would have nothing more than to oblige him. We have been blessed with a rare opportunity, Kreed, an audience with an ambassador of the Holy See of Ishgard. We are to treat with Sir Emmerich, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, in Camp Dragonhead. It is considered a great honor to serve the Holy See directly as a Temple Knight. Needless to say, their leader wields tremendous political influence. We would be wise to court his favor. For that reason, I consider your attendance essential. If Sir Emmerich wishes to meet the man behind the legend, I would not deny him the pleasure of your company. The antecedent should see the wisdom of this plan when you request her permission to accompany me to Korthus. Mayhap you feel this to be a waste of your talents, which would be doubtless put to nobler use. If so, you should remind you that more good can be accomplished from the stroke of a pen than the thrust of a sword. Don't you mean the swing of an axe, bro?
A meeting with an Ishgardian ambassador? By all means, I think it's a wonderful idea. We have received no reports of etheric disturbances or unusual beastman activity. If Alphanod believes that your presence may help to secure more favorable terms, I see no reason to deny him.
Antecedent, I take it Kreed has explained the situation.
He has. Yet welcome through these overtures are, I cannot help but wonder what prompted them. The Ishgardians have spurned all contact with other city-states for decades. Why reach out now?
Would that I knew. The question of their motives is one to which I have given no small amount of thought. Alas, I know no more than that is generally known. The notoriously reclusive nation of Ishgard, situated in the center of Albatha's spine, ruled by the Ishgardian Orthodox Church, at the head of which presides the Archbishop. Members of the original Eorzean alliance formed in the wake of Alamigo's fall some 2 decades ago. Friends of convenience who withdrew from the alliance as soon as the Imperial fleet was routed at the Battle of Silver Tear Skies. Since which time the borders have remained closed to all outsiders. They have rejected every one of your former allies' calls to reopen dialogue, turning a deaf ear to their neighbors' pleas even when the calamity loomed overhead. And on the fields of Cartano, where brave men and women laid down their lives as defense to the realm, their banners were completely absent. I have tried to convince Ishgard to rejoin the alliance at every opportunity. I have explained over and over again that unless Eorzea stands united, we cannot hope to preserve our freedom. One by one our nations will fall, as once fell Alamigo. And what of mine efforts yielded? Why, naught.
Surely this can be considered a step in the right direction.
I should hope so. Rather than the lowly messengers we have been fobbed off with in the past, they have seemed to meet with a man of genuine influence. Of course, I am not so naive to think that they would come to us out of the goodness of their hearts. We have something they desire, though I have yet to find out what. But such is the nature of diplomacy. They will bring their agendas to the negotiating table, and so will I, along with a handful of incontrovertible truths. Ugh, big words.
The Empire will soon be on our doorstep once more.
Indeed. We may be assured that I will expand upon this point and others. Let us depart for Camp Dragonhead, Kreed. Our old friend Lord Horsefant waits for us. Since our quest is to recover the Enterprise, I understand you have further ingratiated yourself with the man. Excellent work. His fondness may prove useful to our cause. Ah, Kreed! An ever-welcome sight. Our hearts have been stoked to blazing in preparation for your arrival. It would not do to have such a distinguished personage to catch cold while enjoying our hospitality. The gesture is much appreciated. I fear I shall ever struggle in cold climes. Good Master Alphinaud. An honor, as always. Likewise, Lord Horsefont, forgive us for another imposition. I fear we may have relied overmuch on your aid, since you so generously assisted us in locating the Enterprise. Nonsense! Any debts incurred have long since been repaid. Besides, who can say what the future may bring? House Forton may even seek the aid of your newly formed Crystal Braves. In any case, I am simply delighted that the Holy See is at last willing to grant you an audience. No doubt, your discoveries in Snowcloak helped to justify the decision. This recent resurgence in heretical activity is grave concern to us all. But, to the matter at hand, Sir Emmerich arrived in Camp Dragonhead earlier, and I am told he is eager to meet with you. You are doubtlessly weary from your journey and desirous to rest at the warmth of our hearth. But if you are willing to forego such comforts, pray inform the knight stationed outside the incessory. He will grant you entrance and send word to the other attendees. As inviting as your hearth sounds, I think it best we proceed to the intercessory forthwith.
We have been expecting you, sir. Please come inside, and I shall summon the others.
Have faith, my friend. You need only state your case with confidence and clarity.
Commander Leveilleur, it is both an honor and a pleasure to meet you. I am Emmerich, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights.
Alphinaud Leveilleur, at your service. Your reputation precedes you, Sir Emmerich. I think we will find that we have much in common.
Speaking of reputations, yours towers over us all. Does it not?
It does indeed, Lord Commander.
I am not too proud to admit that I have followed your activities with an interest bordering on fascination. Full glad was I to learn that you would be joining us. Now then, shall we begin?
We know full well that the Garleans will return in force ere long. What is more, we have yet to achieve a lasting victory over the Primal Menace. The Beast Tribes continue to summon their gods, and each incarnation is stronger than the last. Ishgard is not immune to these threats. I must reiterate that it would behoove your nation to rejoin the Eorzean alliance.
Once again, I must respectfully disagree.
On what grounds?
Despite their presence in Kurthus, the Ixal do not concern us. Their territorial claims pertain to Gridanian lands, and it is the people of Gridania whom they harry. Consequently, the Holy See judges this to be a Gridanian affair, and Ishgard does not intervene in the internal affairs of other nations. Even were that not the case, our forces are wholly committed to the Dravanian conflict. We have not the knights to spare. As for the Garleans, we are not ignorant of history. We have observed the rise and expansion of the Empire, and we agree that it is only a matter of time before they resume their campaign in Eorzea.
Then surely it would be in our best interests to present a united front.
Mayhap one day, but not yet. Gaius van Belsar is dead, and the legion of conscripts he left behind lacks the will to fight. We think it highly unlikely that they will emerge from behind the walls of their castra for some time.
Forgive me, but if Ishgard's position has not changed, why did you agree to this meeting?
It was not only as a representative of Ishgard that I came here.
Pardon?
It is not within my power to change Ishgardian policy, regardless of my personal feelings. There is, however, one area in which I may exert a measure of influence. Concerns have been raised over the supplies House Fortin has offered to Revenant's Toll. These have led to calls for restrictions on the provision of aid to foreign powers. I can ensure that the shipments continue unabated.
Sir Emmerich, we would be in your debt.
No, you would not. For I require something in exchange. Of late, there has been a flurry of Dravanian activity, the purpose of which was not immediately clear. However, our astrologians have since observed alarming changes in the heavens. The dragon star waxes unnaturally bright, and there are whispers that it portends the resurrection of Midgard-Sorma.
The fallen guardian of Silvertear Falls? That's absurd.
Full many times have I gazed upon the dragon's corpse still wound around the Agrius, and wondered how different our world might be if it yet lived to plague the skies. I do not know, and I do not wish to know, nor does any son of Ishgard. Yet the mere presence of Dravanian forces is not sufficient grounds to send knights to Mordona, whatever our astrologians say. As I told you before, we have not the forces to spare.
But we do. So you will intervene on our behalf if we agree to watch over the Keeper of the Lake.
Do you accept these terms?
I do. I will see that you are kept abreast of any developments. I regret that we could not come to a similar agreement on other matters, but I understand that you are not at liberty to make such decisions. Nevertheless, I hope that what we have accomplished here today will serve to demonstrate to your countrymen that we can work together towards a common goal. Mayhap one day we shall look back on this moment as the first step towards a united Eorzea.
Mayhap we shall, Commander.
What is the meaning of this?
The caravan, my lord. It's been attacked. It was Iceheart, my lord.
What? By the Fury? All our precautions were for naught?
The intercession of saints. Recent developments have given Alphinaud much to consider. Sigh, just when we were starting to make progress. And to make matters worse, the caravan they spoke of was bound for Revenant's Toll of all places. Honestly, were I so inclined, I should think the gods were conspiring against us. Happily, however, I am not. I would know more of this attack. Let us speak with Lord Horsefant and find out what we can. My sincerest apologies for the interruption, my friends, but the situation is such that we must act swiftly. If you would be so kind as to elaborate. Ice-hot heretics have fell upon the caravan bound for Revenant's Toll as it was passing through Boulder Downs. 'Twas an ambush, swift and ruthless. In an instant, every knight was slain, every crate seized, and then, as quick as they appeared, they were gone.
'Twould seem an impossible feat without knowledge of the route, knowledge to which only a few are privy, I presume.
Oh, it's this chick again. How you doing? Quite. We can pursue that adventure of inquiry in due course. It seems that the scene of the ambush should be our first concern. The trail is yet warm. We must act swiftly, as Lord Horsefant said, lest crucial evidence be lost. You have a knack for discerning hidden truths, Kreed. Why don't you go and inspect the ambush site in person? Alright. An excellent idea. I'll inform my men of your intent upon arrival, and they will gladly share your findings. Share their findings. Hey, man. Move along, adventurer. There's nothing for... Lord Horsefant bids you speak with us. Then you must be... Beg pardon, Scion. As you can see, they left nary a crate behind. Tipped the wagon over for good measure, even. Whole thing's a bit odd, if you ask me. Would have been easier to just steal it, though a damn sight harder to conceal it, I'll allow. Reckon they came unprepared. Came prepared, with wagons of their own hidden away. But that is no heed from my ramblings. Absence of proof, 'tis naught but speculation. Might be as the squire receiving care at the observatorium could tell me something more factual. That is, if he's awake. Unlike myself, he was there during the attack. Not that his presence amounted to much. You've come to ask about the attack, haven't you? We came upon them before the entrance to the Hall of the Seven Echoes. Pilgrims marked them as lost and ill-equipped for the journey further north. Our leader called out to them, and one stepped forward to answer. Slowly, she approached, silver hair flowing in the wind like melting snow. Just a young girl, I thought. Poor lost lamb in search of salvation. Our leader must have thought the same. Why else would he let her draw so close? They exchanged some words I couldn't hear, and she leaned forward as if to kiss his cheek, and then he sighed and crumpled to the ground. I don't know what would have happened, I don't know what happened until I saw the snow turn red. And then there was red everywhere I looked. I tried to fight, but took a blow to the head. And the time I came to, the others were dead and the heretics were unloading the wagon. I couldn't... they would have killed me, so I just lay still and listened. Iceheart's people spoke of deliverance and resurrection, and they spoke of Shiva. Ah, you've returned. What news have you for us? Oh, shit happened, Shiva. It would seem that Lady Iceheart does not scrupulate to sully her hands with blood. Who is this Shiva the heretic spoke of?
Have you not heard a single line of the Eorzea, Master Alphinaud? Since Shiva was a traitor to kith and kin, an apostate laid down with dragons, Gaiety.
Now, we cannot expect all foreigners to know Ishgardian scripture so well, particularly when it comes to the patron saints of heretics. Wait, you say she was their patron saint? Oh no. It all makes sense now. Lord Harsiphon, what was the caravan's cargo? Ah, if I remember correctly, the Diamond Forge had requested a large order of crystals. Do you not see? Lady Iceheart and her followers intend to summon Shiva, as a beast tribe would a primal. Why else would they go to such lengths to secure crystals?
I shall inform the Lord Commander at once. Lord Harsiphon, you would agree that discretion is of paramount concern.
Of course. I trust we can count on your continued support, Master Alphinaud. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn are sworn to combat the primal threat. Our support is given. I will need to send word to my brethren in Revenant's Toll. Our entire order shall turn its efforts to the prevention of the summoning. Naturally, this includes you, though I am sure you would not miss this for the world. Dude, god-slaying is my only pastime. Strength and unity. Woe betide the heretics who cross Alphinaud-Levier, that they might feel the full force of his fury. The persistent attacks on the caravan seemed little more than a nuisance at first. The heretics were a problem, to be sure, but a relatively minor one. That was before I discerned the purpose behind their attacks, of course. Now they have my undivided attention. After apprising Minfilia of the situation, I shall summon a unit of Crystal Braves to assist us. As for you, Kreed, pray join me in Whitebrim Front. Since the incident at Snowcloak, the Knights of House Durandare have redoubled their reconnaissance efforts in the region. I hope that they have information which may help us determine their location. Given our mutual enemy, Lord Drillmont will be eager to oblige us. I shall see you there. Good luck.
The Scions of the Seventh Dawn wish to join the hunt for Iceheart. Your assistance is more than welcome, my friends. Considering the report I just received, I dare say you could be no better. Your timing can be no better.
We are all ears, Lord Drillmont.
A band of pilgrims has been transporting a large number of crates to the west. Their garb appears to match the description provided by the squire who survived the attack. Alas, the scouts lost track of them in Snowcloak, a self-same wall which has speculated be the hideout. Suffice it to say, the disappearance of these pilgrims and their provisions all but confirming our suspicion.
I have heard enough. My knights will join the hunt. I took the liberty of summoning a unit of Crystal Braves to Whitebrim Front. Given the gravity of this situation, I trust that you will agree that we must use every resource available to us.
These are extraordinary circumstances, Commander. 'Twould be in our best interests to coordinate our efforts.
Such is the intent from the start, Sir Emmerich. And so it begins, my friend, though I dare say it will prove as all too brief cooperation. Iceheart will not elude the combined forces of the Crystal Braves and the Temple Knights for long. Nevertheless, a wise man does not wager all upon the success of a single solution. There must be subtler means by which we can locate the heretic's lair. Mayhap Lord Drillmont will have one in mind. Yes, yes, excellent.
My lady, everything has been accounted for. There is aught else you would have us do, pray speak, and it shall be done.
Dark words, dark deeds. Only the naive place all their hope and success with a single solution, and Lord Drillmont is anything but. It seems as though we are always one step behind, our quarry ever just beyond our reach. Though I would like to believe that the tables are about to turn, I must confess that having certain doubts. A joint effort may succeed where others have failed, but it could also yield the selfsame result. Fortunately, we are not without other options. I trust you haven't forgotten Inquisitor Galame. We have not. The mystery of how the heretic remained undiscovered for so long has been much in our thoughts, as has the question of what steps might be taken to prevent a similar breach in security in the future. Accordingly, we conducted an exhaustive and covert evaluation of everyone in Whitebrim Front. Though some were found to have committed some minor transgressions, we only identified one possible heretic. If this man has pledged himself to Iceheart's cause, he will have taken note of the movements of the Temple Knights and the Crystal Braves, and upon recognizing their intent, he may attempt to warn the other heretics. The man's watch is about to end soon, at which point must report to Sir blah 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 in the yard. I would have you keep an eye on him. If he ventures beyond the walls, follow him discreetly. Should he meet with a heretic, do not interfere, simply watch and listen. I have seen to it that the suspect knows nothing which could endanger our plans.
Here we are. Okay. I really feel like I've walked into an ambush. I don't know what's going on. Hey! Hey! Where in the seven hells are you? I'm freezing my bollocks here. I'm here, you blundering oaf. Why are you late? Standing on the walls, why else? I have duties to fulfill, you know. Your sole duty is to... Huh? Bloody echo. Lower your voice or they'll hear us in Whitebrim. Yes, of course. The Temple Knights are Mumble Mumble and Stormcloak. Snowcloak. This is why you bring it to me? We already knew about Mumble Mumble. Our comrades in Boulder Down will use the tunnels, Mumble Mumble. Dead before they know what's going on, nevertheless, Mumble Mumble. If you waste my time again, is that clear? Okay. And now I go where? Okay, back to Whitebrim Front. Joy. You may have noticed by now a change in audio quality, or just a change in the audio totally. I'm probably going to add in a little section at the beginning of this episode. But I totally forgot to plug in my microphone. Well, I forgot to turn on my microphone for the majority of this recording, and only just now have I been able to, you know, actually get back to this. I had the game crash on my entire computer, freeze up and crash on me, so I lost a bit of recording, which also explains the jump in the editing. But yeah. If you're hearing this for the second time, I apologize. If you're hearing this for the first time, I also apologize. Because that's just unprofessional, yo. It means a hell of a lot more editing work for me. Anyways, let's finish this quest so I can fucking get to the editing. How you doing, Dromont? Well, did your investigation bear fruit? So on and so forth, and ambush and blah 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 tunnels. I see. I shall have this man detained at once. His guilt is plain. Sigh. What that you could have heard their words more clearly. Yet, the few snatches you were able to make out nonetheless enlightening. It would seem the heretics are aware of our operation and are confident that they can thwart it. Their comrades in Boulder Downs are the keys to their plan, which means the it is key to our plans that they be rooted out and put to the sword. Damn straight. Okay. That is good enough for now.
Thank you all for watching, peeps. If you liked the video, please click that like button, and if you want to see more content from me, your host, Zod19, be sure to click that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye!